Hello there, denizens of the internet. My name is 653, and today I have a bone to pick. You see, I rewatched the Season 2, Episode 7 of My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, and realized that it is completely full of bullshit. Now, don't get me wrong. I love the series, and I actually love this episode. It is really good, especially the song. However, there is a very large element in it that is complete bullshit. And I'm surprised no one else has really talked about this. At least I've never seen anyone else talk about it. And it's driving me a little bit nuts, so I have to make this video elaborating my feelings because I cannot find a single other person that thinks the same way I do on this topic. Now, the episode in question is May the Best Pet Win, and you might be wondering exactly what I have an issue over. Well, you see, I'll give a little synopsis. Rainbow Dash wants a pet because all of her friends have pets, so she wants to have a pet too. You know, pretty simple plot to begin with. Nothing heinous or offensive. She then goes to Fluttershy's cottage. They have a nice little song. It's actually a really good song. I can't take anything away from it. But they have a nice song. They then begin the competition in order to find Rainbow Dash's pet, which I really appreciate the fact it was Twilight or Applejack or both of them. I think it was both of them that pointed out how completely nonsensical the competition was for finding a pet. That Rainbow Dash was completely missing that point, but that is not the point here. Moving on, we see a plethora of animals, mostly avian, but others like insects that have wings, because of course they have to have wings if they're going to participate with Rainbow Dash in her flying, except for Tank, who somehow wins. I don't know why. Oh my god, what is happening? Anyway, we see the first competition is a competition of speed, in which the falcon wins. Now, I have to make the point that the falcon in this episode, which this is the point of this video, the falcon in this episode is so undeniably awesome that him not becoming Rainbow Dash's pet is downright criminal. Not actually criminal, but it's bad. It's stupid. Why he didn't become the pet is absolutely dumb. And I hate it. I hate it. I hate it so much. You might be asking why. Well, again, we'll start from the first competition. He won the speed race, or the race, and that's 0.5 for Gryffindor or some shit. And in the next competition, I don't believe he competed. Competition number 3, I think, was the style competition, in which he was styling and profiling like Ric Flair up in this biatch. Then competition number 4, I believe there was another one of courage, in which he, or I'm presuming it's a male, in which the falcon kind of, pussied out against the, pussy, but that's neither here nor there. Actually, that is a positive on his side, its side, because the falcon in this episode has so much characterization, it is ridiculous. Everything he does, it does, Jesus Christ, everything it does is emoted very, very well on its face. The pride, the fear, the determination, I love it. Every second of it is great. Every time it decides to use its wings to cover itself up if it's scared, like when it was facing Opal, or in other instances of like the final race in the Ghastly Gorge when you saw it afraid. It is a really wonderfully characterized character, and it's kind of hard to explain it. You just have to watch the episode over again and just look for it, but it is wonderful in how many emotions it sends out and what kind of character it truly is. And it's fascinating compared to Tank, that doesn't fucking do anything, just kind of smiles half-assedly and just hides in its shell. It's dumb. Like, it's kind of cute, but also kind of ugly. Like, I get, like, the so ugly, it's cute kind of thing, like with pugs, but, like, what? Why, oh why, is this abomination fucking here? Jesus Christ. And then, this is the main crux of this. I'm apologizing if this is coming off as disjointed and not well connected. I don't have it written out, it's just kind of a rant, so there you go, I'm sorry. Anyway, the last race through the Ghastly Gorge is complete bullshit. It is so goddamn just Okay, so the rules. The rules of going through the Ghastly Gorge are kind of ambiguous, but at the same time, it's implied exactly what Rainbow Dash meant. She said that whoever crossed the finish line with her would be the winner. But she also said, previous to that, that the race will be taking place as a race between everyone, including herself. She included herself in the picture. So, the fact that they wouldn't be finishing with her shouldn't have been a big deal, because the whole point was to see who was, again, the fastest, who could keep up with Rainbow Dash. She even said that she'd be the head of the pack, so you just have to follow with her, and it was implied that whoever finished with her, aka whoever finished first, would become her pet. Which is kind of bullshit that they're not factoring in the other events that took place. I don't think that's very fair, but whatever. So, during this race, it is crucial to note that at no point did Rainbow Dash ever go back to help any of the pets during their trials and tribulations, which the Falcon, which there are other characterizations of the other pets, or potential pets. I'm not going to be completely unfair, but this is focusing on the Falcon, so I will focus on the Falcon. Anyway, the Falcon gets caught in these goddamn thorns, gets spun around, his bones, its bones, god damn it, its bones should have broke a lot, but they didn't, and it was able to fly away with one wing. Holy shit, that is badass. That is literally like a guy who is running a race gets like shot in the leg and is keeping up with the other racers with one leg. That is badass. This Falcon is badass. And then an eel almost eats his ass, literally, and it's able to escape just with the sheer wing power. Remember, both of them, I believe, were impaled by fucking thorns, so yeah, that was a thing. And it was still able to escape the clutches of a giant goddamn eel with only its wing power. Badass. And then Rainbow Dash had the brilliant idea to, not fly looking where she's going. That's smart. And then she hits a rock. The rocks fall. The pets dodge it. Potential pets dodge it. And throughout the race, the Falcon wins. Back where Rainbow Dash is, underneath a rock, she's just like, oh shit, I should have, not fucked up. And then she's, kind of being a bitch about like, oh, they didn't, oh, come back, help me, I'm gonna be stuck here forever. And it's like, if you actually listen to how, like, loudly she's yelling for them, she doesn't really yell for them loudly at all. She kind of just mildly says like, oh, come back, you shouldn't leave me, I'm stuck, please don't go. And I don't know why she sounded like a British boy there for a second, but she does not do anything to really try and get them to come over. Not a real effort, just kind of a half-assed, oh no, don't go, kind of like that Willy Wonka meme. Anyway, so because Tank was so goddamn slow and was able to not pass Rainbow Dash, she was able to pass the finish line with Tank at the same time, even though the Falcon won the race. And you could see that clear as day. The Falcon perches itself on Rainbow Dash like, yeah, I won, got put through all this bullshit, but at least I get an owner who's great, who's, a savior, who has property in the sky. That's awesome. But no, it turns out that it's the goddamn tortoise, because the goddamn tortoise crossed with Rainbow Dash. Even though it failed in every other aspect, in which the goddamn Falcon tried its best in everything, which, let's go back a little bit, it did goddamn magic, people. It failed at it, but it tried to do goddamn magic, people. That should not be ignored. Like, a Falcon did a card trick. Again, a not a successful card trick, but it did it nonetheless. That is awesome. I want a Falcon that can do card tricks. What? Like, the only other slightly interesting thing was that the eagle goddamn knitted a sweater, but I'd rather have Magic Falcon, Zatanna Falcon, than, Granny Eagle over here. And I'm pretty sure if the Falcon can learn magic, it can learn how to goddamn knit a sweater. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that it was bullshit that the Falcon didn't get its due in this. It completely deserved to win, but like a motherfucking baller, at the end, it still shook its wing with Tank's, what would you call it, appendage. It shook its wing with Tank's appendage and walked away with its head hung low. Oh my god, how depressing of an ending is that? It did everything it was supposed to, put everything into it, while Tank did essentially nothing. Like, he forced himself through one event, and that was it. Besides that, he was just kind of slow the entire time. And he won. Tank won. What the hell? The Falcon deserved that win so much more. Falcon for the win. You will not be forgotten, even though you have not been in a single piece of MLP media after that moment, which is another shame. If we can put freaking bears and bunnies in there, we can have another Falcon, or the same Falcon, come back. That's all I have to say about that. Thank you for listening to my absolutely coherent rant. Have a wonderful day, and don't trip on the doorway on your way out.